Create algebraic expressions. So I have 4 problems here. Let's do the odd ones here, 1 and 3, and then you can finish up the other ones. So the only difference between this and create numerical expressions is that we are now throwing in the letter X. This little curly thing is an X. It's not a Z, it's not an R, it's an X. When you're typing your X, you have to use the X from the keyboard. Do not use the X in your math editor because that one doesn't mean letter X, that means times. So you have to use the X from your keyboard. All right, so number 1 says 3 more than the difference of 12 and a number. So let's break this down. We know what 3 means. I'm not going to worry about that. More than means we're going to add. Specifically, this adding 3 is going to happen at the end. At the end. If you see more than or less than, this is going to go at the end. Less than, more than, at the end. You can kind of adjust the way you say end so it kind of rhymes. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem, meaning that this needs to be dealt with before we add our plus 3. Okay, so I went ahead and put that in parentheses. The difference of 12 and a number, which is X. So inside of parentheses, I'm going to have 12 minus X plus 3 on the outside of parentheses. Do you have to have the parentheses on this one? No, because Gemma says you go from left to right when you're solving these. So this would get solved first. However, having parentheses in a multi-operational problem doesn't hurt if you know what is supposed to be resolved first. I would rather have them and be safe than leave them out thinking that I was okay and then find out, nope, that one's actually wrong. You did that incorrectly. So I put in the parentheses. The sum of 82 and a number, that's really easy. It's just going to be blank, blank, blank. I'm not going to tell you what the blanks are, but you can figure that out. The sum of 82 and a number. All right, number 3, we have that more than again, which we said means that the plus goes at the end. Okay, so we know we're going to end with plus 5. Then it says the quotient of 120 and a number. Quotient is a word we've used a lot in 6th grade. It means the answer to a division problem. So in order to really hit home that this part needs to be dealt with first, I'm going to put it inside of parentheses. You have more than one way that you could write this. I choose to do it 120 divided by x plus 5. You could also write it like a fraction, 120 over x plus 5. And you could put that inside of parentheses like that if you wanted to. The main thing to keep in mind is when you've got a subtraction problem or a division problem, make sure you're keeping the numbers in the order that they give you. Otherwise, it's wrong because division and subtraction are not commutative. You can't change the order. All right, go ahead and finish that one up on your own. You can do it.